Namaste, Javins. Myself, Javin Dr. Barkha Khurana. In today's session of biomechanics, we will talk about force and its types. In previous sessions, we had already discussed what force is. We can say that it is a push or a pull upon an object that results in any kind of interaction with another object. It is a vector quantity having both magnitude and direction, and the unit of force is newtons. It has a magnitude. You can see the characteristics. It has a magnitude, this arrow. Line of action direct has a direction, and it also has a point of application. Next is the classification. It is classified into two parts, contact force and body force. Contact force is produced by direct physical contact between objects like applied force, frictional force, normal force, spring force, tension force, drag force. The other one is body force, which is produced when an object is located within a force field, like gravitational force, electrical force, and magnetic force. Then the other examples of forces are visible forces, when our fingers open a book and push buttons on a keyboard. Like we can see that the muscular force is helping us do the work. Invisible forces, which we can't see, like gravity, which holds up a chair, which holds up the human beings and animals, two magnets coming together, and the force that results from combining forces. Again, here we have been classifying it, the gravitational force, magnetic force, nuclear force, all muscular force, these three are the fundamental forces which are required. See, gravitational force, everybody knows, it is a force with which objects pull one another. Gravitational force helps us in standing erect. It keeps us bound to the earth, and it also makes the earth and other planets revolve around the sun. Then magnetic force is the force that is exerted by magnets on each other and magnetic substances like iron. Then is the muscular force that is generated by the contraction of muscles. Next is spring force. It is when an object is pushed together, then when the pressure takes away, it pops back to normal size. You all must have seen a spring. You just pull it and then again it release it. It gets back into its own shape. Then friction force is present everywhere. We use it in our day-to-day life. And sometimes it makes the work difficult or impossible. Then we have contact forces, which is classified as drag force. It is a force that is experienced by an object when it is moving through a fluid. Then applied force is there when force is applied to an object by a person or by some other object. Then friction force is there that is resisting the relative motion of object sliding each other, like the friction of the roads. Spring force, as I told you before, it is exerted upon an object by a compressed or stretched spring. Normal force, that is acting perpendicular to the surface of object. Tension force is a force that is exerted by a cable, rope, chain or string when they are subjected to pull. Then we have electrical force, which is attractive or repulsive force between two objects, charged objects. Magnetic force between two magnets, that can be both attractive and repulsive, and gravitational force. What is the definition of force system? When a number of forces are acting together on a body, they are said to form a force system. It is coplanar and non-coplanar. Coplanar means when line of action of all the forces lie on the same plane, and non-coplanar means when the line of action of all the forces does not lie on the same plane. Electrical force, again we'll talk about it, which is the attractive or repulsive interaction between any two charged objects. Normal force, again, it is a support force exerted upon an object which is in contact with other object, like a book is resting upon a surface, and then the surface exert. Here what is happening, the surface is exerting an upward force to hold the book. Magnetic force exerted by magnets. Now we'll talk about balance forces. Here the net force is equals to 0, because if two forces are acting equally, and then we say that the object is in equilibrium. Like in this example, you can see two people are pulling the rope and both are exerting 25 newtons each of force. So here the force is balanced. None of them is moving. An unbalanced force is one in which the net force is greater than 0. Like tug of war is there. You can see this diagram. And only the unbalanced force can change the motion of an object. The unbalanced force can act in the same direction, and they can also act in the opposite direction, like the tug of war. Now we'll talk about friction and gravity. Friction is a force that opposes the motion of an object, and it is a type of contact force. The harder we push, the longer it's going to take friction to stop the object. Then the bumpiness of the surface. If the surface is rough, then there is more friction, and the heavier the object, the more is the friction. Now we'll talk about the gravity. It is a force of attraction between all objects. The amount of gravity depends upon two things, that is the mass of the object and the distance between the two objects. So this is all in this session. I hope you understood this session, and if you have any doubts, you can post a comment. This session is powered by Digital 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Thank you.